Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Friday, the 13th of December, 2024. So we're starting with the synoptic here from lunchtime yesterday, and this high pressure sat over the UK, and the weather's not moved very quickly over the last 24 hours. Run it through midnight tonight and into lunchtime today, and you can see there's still not a lot changed here. That high pressure's still there. There's a bit of a lingering front just to the north of us, and that's bringing us a lot of low cloud and very slow moving weather. If we run that through midnight tonight and into tomorrow, however, you can see there's a big change. This cold front should have gone through by lunchtime tomorrow, and we should be getting a sort of northwesterly flow across the area. Sat picture then is showing a lot of low-level clouds along the south of England. It's basically along the M4 corridor in the south of that. It's not brilliant. The rain radar's not showing a great deal of rain around. However, that kind of conflicts with the forecast, which does show a fair amount of rain around, and that shows that lingering throughout the day and not moving very quickly at all, really. Although it may just clear the area, it may not. You just have to wait and see. The ODM TARF is quite extensive. I think the main thing to take out of that is that the weather's not moving very quickly. It's the high pressure is just going to be lingering around, and the Farnborough TARF is very similar. I'm not going to go into them. There's no real need. The spot winds, again, variable to the north of us, 1,000 feet, and easterly just to the south of us. Windy, showing a gentle easterly or southeasterly flow throughout the day. The local weather confirms that 2 to 3 knots throughout the day, and that's not great news for us because we need the wind to pick up and move this weather away. Temperatures round about 6 to 7 centigrade with a dew point down at about 3 centigrade. And looking at the camera down at Alton, looking our direction, it has actually improved since I first looked this morning, but that's as good as it was about 10-15 minutes ago. SkySight are showing quite an optimistic sort of clearance and a rise in cloud base throughout the day, showing it could be good enough for windstorm launching later on in the day. But top meteor showing cloud below 500 feet for a fair part of the day, with perhaps it getting up to about 1,000 feet, maybe even 2,000 feet in places by the end of the afternoon. NOTAMs then, number 8 to the south of us is Goodwoods. That's just a change of their traffic control operating times. 13 is Winchester, and that's live firing there. 15 is Coombe Gibbet, and there's supposedly paragliders going to be there today. And 16 is Butterfield. There's a restricted area, which is temporary, set up there. So let's take a look then at the sort of local airfield briefing, and we'll start with the usual ODM cross-section. And they've got a very sort of pessimistic low cloud base up until about lunchtime, reaching up to about 500 feet if we're lucky. Scattered and broken stratus. It's not looking brilliant, but if we do get the sort of breaks in the cloud, we could manage to maybe get a winch launch in there. So we'll keep an eye on it, and we'll see what happens there. There's no other warnings, and of course the wind is surface wind is sort of got an easterly flow to it, just a few knots. They reckon about 5 to 4 knots throughout the day. So glider bookings then, we've got a couple of K21s booked for instructional flying, one on the casual list, the K13 on trial lessons, which I very much doubt will happen. They'll probably be cancelling them shortly. And there's a K21 on BI training. Currently, Chris is in the simulator. So if you're teed up to fly with Chris today, and then perhaps do some training in the sim. There are bookings available on all the single-seaters, and there's a K13 booked by a club member. There's plenty of 2-seaters available, and there's one person on the casual list. Just a reminder there, the simulator is available as per normal. SPL deadlines, get your paperwork in by March 2025. I've already done one this morning. If there's any more out there, please bring them to me and I shall get them stamped up. There's no movements on today. The general situation is the high pressure over the UK with the gentle easterly flow. If we do go out, it'll be runway 09 hard for launching. With the cables on the boom to the south side and landing on 09 grass. It is wet and the going is soft to firm. Avoid using the wheel brake unless absolutely necessary. And remember that there's certain areas of the airfield to the south which are still saturated and basically out of bounds for this part of the year. Please do not land or taxi on the disused runways, which are shown in red on the next slide, and please clean your gliders at the end of the day. So if we do go out, this will be the setup. Launch point vehicle will be just to the north of the centre line, winch launching off the hard to the south, and if there's any area towing to be done, it'll be off the hard to the north. That's it from me today then. I'll probably see you around the clubhouse this morning. I've got a few things to do now. I've got a few things to do down in engineering. But if we do go out, I'll make sure we go out in plenty of time to make use of what weather we do get. So take care. Have a great day here at Lasham. Enjoy yourselves and please keep it all safe. See you later.